Hey everyone, we're going to solve each quadratic equation by factoring. What we're going to use is the zero product property. Basically that means that if we're multiplying two products, if one of them is zero, then that's going to let it be zero. So let me illustrate. So let's factor this. Let's see what we have. We need a negative 12 and a negative 4. So what two numbers multiplied give you negative 12, but when you combine them, you get negative 4. And that would be 6 and 2. So the 6 has to be negative and the 2 has to be positive. So when we factor this, we're going to get x minus 6 times x plus 2. That equals 0. Now what you do is you take each of these pieces and solve for x. So we have x equals 6, x equals negative 2. Now what the zero product property states is say, for example, if I plug in this 6, I'm going to get 6 minus 6 and 6 plus 2. That's going to give me 0 times 8, and that gives me 0. Or if I plug in negative 2, I'm going to get negative 8 times 0, which is 0. So that's what the zero product says. So we can say that x is either 6 or negative 2. This should be equals negative 2. So x equals 6 or x equals negative 2. Now the next one's very similar. So let's see what we have. We need a positive 27 and a negative 12. To get positive, both of these are going to have to be negative. So it's just going to be 9 and 3. So you multiply negative 9 times negative 3, you get 27. But when you combine them, you get 12. So let's factor this. So we have z minus 9 and z minus 3 equals 0. So bring both of these out. You have z minus 9 equals 0. So z equals 9. You also have z minus 3 equals 0. So z equals 3. And then you just say it like this. Z equals 9 or z equals 3. I also put this little calculator thing here. If you're having problems with factoring, you go to Y1 and type in, so in our case we would have typed in 12, but you just type in your last digit. So if you have x squared plus x minus 6, you plug in negative 6 and divide it by x. Then you do second, where is the second table or second graph? Here you go. And it gives you the factors, so we can see that 2 minus 3 equals negative 1. So that means 3 minus 2 equals 1. So those would be your factors. There's a little trick there. You're going to get error when you divide by 0. So that's just a little extra there. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.